internet, about how to build a website, right? So we have learned building the manual way of building the websites and using the AI, right? And we learned couple of builders using them how to build the web pages. And then finally we came to a stage where we have to get started with implementing digital marketing for the website, right? So you all have learned building the website. What is next after building the website? You have to implement digital marketing, correct? We have discussed that in the previous classes. Just owning a website is not going to get any kind of business. We have to market it, right? And that's when we understood there are various kinds of marketing channels, such as search engine optimization, making the website show up on the Google like this. So for example, you are searching for pest control near me or art classes near me, right? So you have to website show up on the Google like this is called as search engine optimization or SEO, right? Painting classes in Bangalore. It's a very bad engagement. If website is taking more time to load, that becomes a very bad engagement. Or if website is not serving the end user's purpose, it is a bad engagement. If the colors are very irritating, it's a bad engagement, right? So now as a digital marketer, you will be working on these three metrics, right? So we all understand now any website which has good score on all of these three metrics, crawl frequency, CTR and engagement, will be moved to the top and will be retained over there, correct? Otherwise it will be thrown down. See, now these websites are all ranking below because they have lost in one of these metrics like CTR or engagement or crawl frequency, correct? There is no point of you scoring 100 out of 100 in 5 subjects and fail in one of the subjects. You have to score in such a way that average marks to be higher than everybody else in the class. That's when you will be considered to be as a topper. Not scoring 100 out of 100, scoring 100 out of 100 in 5 subjects and fail in one subject will be still a fail student, correct? Right? And then we also understood, we started with learning how to improve the crawl frequency, correct? Can all of you tell me how to improve the crawl frequency?
Relevant content.
No, ma'am, not relevant content. Yeah, here, yeah, your answer by asking the bot. How will you ask bot? Will you send a letter?
No, no, no. We have to actually, like place the bot in the website where it, like it goes frequently visiting there.
So, no. If someone has to speak to you, they'll use a tool called phone, correct?
Yeah.
Same way, there is a tool that is establishing
Google
communication
Search
between
Console.
website owner and bot, Google bot. That is, it's establishing communication between Google and you, website owner. That is Google Search Console. The tool name is not mobile phone now. The tool name is Google Search Console. Through Google Search Console, you can tell to Google bot, but you cannot tell more number of times. Right? That's one way. One gives only one chance or two chance. But there are other ways to improve the crawl frequency. Other ways to invite bot to your website. What are they?
So backlink.
Yes.
Backlink,
Yes. So backlink is one of the most effective and crucial part of inviting bot to your website. Bot is visiting. You take example of real user. Somebody is browsing IRCTC website. You know the traffic to IRCTC website. How many people browse IRCTC website? You know how many millions it will be? So from IRCTC to your website. So I'll tell you how many people, units, tens, 100,000, 10,000 lakh, 10 lakh crore. 6.6 crore people visit IRCTC website every month. 6.6 crore people. And even if you get 10% of the people to your website, that is 60 lakhs, 66 lakhs. 66 lakh people will be coming to your website. But now backlink's goal or objective is not to invite real people. How real people are on this website, the bots also will be on this website. Bots also will be visiting this website frequently. Now my goal is go put a link of my website and invite bot to my website. That is backlink. We had a detailed discussion in the last class about this as well, correct? Backlink is simply pointing. Maybe I'll show it to you here. Okay, I'll show. So we will have a detailed discussion on backlink again. Yes, yes, yes. We will have a detailed discussion how to build the backlinks and all. See now, if you observe at the left bottom of the screen, it is pointing to kandradigital.com. Now, as the real user, I can click on this and I can go to Kandra Digital. And now the same happens with the bot as well. The bot which is navigating or exploring this web page finds this link and visits my website. That is what should happen, right? If bot is visiting your website, it is reading your website. Correct? So if bot is reading your website more number of times, it starts giving importance to your website. Right?
How to open the backlink there? Going to
this one. Yeah. So we approached this website owner. We asked him, boss, please place a link on your website pointing to our website. And this person asked, pay us 5,000. We will point to your website. This is not paid one. So this thing, so that is what is happening in the market. But now, how did we get this? We have developed a website for them. Okay, and we have put designed and developed by brand our website. So now allpairs.com. So to this company we have actually paid. And you know, this is a very big business. If you own a blog or a website, and if we were paying 50,000 rupees every month to one of the websites, we had built links to our client's website. I'll show you now. Links pointing to other websites. Yeah, look at this. Canva.pro, CSM certification Canva.pro, leading safe certification Canva.pro. See, these are links purchased, bought. We paid money to them. We are paying to them. Okay. So now there are multiple.
You are paying to what?
To this company, Freedom Channel. We have approached boss. Your website is of very good authority. Bot is visiting your website quite often, and we look for the links to be built to my website from your website. And this person asked, okay, I'll do it, but you pay me every month some amount, or sometimes one time, or other times they will publish a blog on our website, and the link will be pointing to their website, to our website. So now these links, how do you get this completely? Let's assume this person is your close friend. They might accept it for free, correct? Or might ask you to pay, or you will go do rowdyism and get it. How you get is different. Your intelligence, how you communicate tactically, right? How you make them give a link is your thing. And there are so many websites on the internet. You can sign up an account, like how you sign up an account on Facebook and Instagram. You can sign up an account on those websites and you can drop link of your website, right? That is one way, right? It is very, 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 very important if you have to make your website show up on the Google. It's not about show up on the Google. Even without that, you can show. But if you are aiming aiming to invite bot more number of times to your website, you have to build links like this, right? You are hijacking. Basically, the bot is simply crawling this Freedom Channel, and you are calling the bot to your website by placing link of your website. A water stream is flowing, a single stream of water is flowing, and you have put 5 different paths. Now water splits to 5 different streams. Correct? It is something like this. You are inviting bot to your website, hijacking and bringing it to your website, and bot starts crawling your website as well. Correct? Okay. So now backlink building, asking Googlebot. First thing is Googlebot naturally visits your website. See, nobody is asking you to see that beauty parlor. You are simply walking on the street and you have noticed it. Correct? That is naturally same way Googlebot. Now, how you are roaming on the streets? We are not really roaming, right? But there will be some people. There is no other work. Keep roaming. Okay. Or Googlebot same way. Googlebot with a purpose or object. Even you must be roaming on streets for a shopping or for some reason, right? And you will notice, right? Same way Googlebot also will be roaming on the internet, and it finds the websites, whichever it finds, it brings it, right? And now few people will be explicitly putting a mic, some lightings, colors for people to notice, correct? That is you creating a search console account and inviting, right? And third scenario is there will be agents or brokers. They will catch hold of you and take you to that shop. You go to Majestic, bus tickets, they will South Indians, mostly South Indian bus travels, they will catch hold of you. You will be standing outside the travels office. These agents will be standing outside. They will catch hold of you, take it to that thing, and get you signed. If you had entered directly, you would have spent, let's say, some 800 rupees just because this person holded your hand and took inside. Now that person will charge 200 extra, and the 200 will be paid to this agent. Okay, so that is one thing, and another thing is keywords, incorporating keywords in your website, right? See, continuously bot will be in search of information, right? So for example, let's say how to make home interiors look good, or something like that. So now let's assume nobody is writing about it, how to make your interior look good, something like that. Nobody is writing about it. Now Google has to still show information when somebody is searching. So now let's assume you are the only person who has written such topic on your website. So now Google takes this term and starts finding the match. Who all has which all website consists of these terms. If your website is speaking about it, it matches and starts crawling your website, right? So speaking more number of topics regularly on your website is helping bot to visit your website more number of times, correct? So this being the reason, you should be writing very regularly, quite often, and publish blogs on your post website, right? So another scenario is
So, but sorry for this interrupting, but
Huh.
the blog should be relevant, right? Like if I take a backus classes and this,
yes.
my topic should be related to education, correct?
Yes. So it is something like this. See, when you are writing, don't write who is best, Virat Kohli or Dhoni, right? Because that is not going to get, even if it gets scrolling, it might not get any relevant business for you. Ek maar do tukda. So you have to write something where bot has to visit your website, plus a real user also has to come to your website, somebody who is researching. So now if you are writing something relevant to your business, you are also attracting the relevant customers, correct? Relevant audiences. You are educating your target audience about your business, and which is very good. So instead of writing about Dhoni or Virat Kohli, you write about something related to your business. The advantages of the advantages of learning, teaching abacus for students. You write some topic, right? How to learn abacus easily. You will be explaining everything, and at the last you must have put, if you are looking for abacus classes, come to me. I will teach you in few easy steps. She is an abacus trainer, teacher, right? So most of you here are business owners, into some or the other business. It's very good to see this batch, right?
So
Majority
it's a
of you.
first time all entrepreneur.
No. Previously were there, but previously 2 people, 3 people maximum. And this time majority of them are into business except Amulya and Srivalli. Everybody are into business. Okay. You got it right, madam?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the class, we'll have a small introduction now. New people are also here. Okay. So I suggest you to write something very relevant, that is called as content marketing. Content marketing is selling your product or service through information, right? So people are searching what are the advantages of learning abacus. You will write a very nice post explaining all the advantages. Now at the last, you are telling that approach me or join my classes. You sold your class through content. You conducting a webinar or seminar is also a content marketing. You are giving gyan value, so much information to the public, and you are not even forcefully selling. You are just letting people know that I am the trainer, or I am the so and so person, or I am so and so business, right? So when you exhibit your intelligence or knowledge, people will start approaching you naturally, right? One simple example. So I was seeing this on Facebook also, right? So one endocrinologist. How many of you know here endocrinologist? What does it mean? No. Endocrinologist is somebody who treats diabetes, right? You will not call them as diabetic doctor or sugar doctor. They are called as endocrinologist. Okay. So now
So
this.
there was one news. So actually, there was some sugar patient was waiting. So doctor has called him sugar daddy. Please come. So then,
That is different. I will discuss that. Yeah. So now this one endocrinologist came to Facebook and he started explaining how to control the blood sugar. He gave so much gyan about maintaining the blood sugar, what to eat, what not to eat, a lot of information. Now he did not even tell his endocrinologist, he did not even tell approach me or come to me, right? Just because he shared so much value, people started believing him. He must be one of the great endocrinologists, and started commenting, "Sir, I want to meet you. I need your appointment." See, he got the business. How did he sell his service? Through information. Selling your product or service through information is called as content marketing. And this content can be in the form of image, can be in the form of video, can be in the form of text. Images, simply you will be putting a beautiful image explaining what to eat, what not to eat, and at the bottom you must have put your website link or your name. People might approach you, or you will write a blog post. This is text. Selling your product or service through information, again in the form of text. Content is information. Content is the presentation. The spelling is same for both of it. Content is knowledge or information. He's sound, he's content, she's knowledgeable, she's sound, right? She is content, right? Content is knowledge or information. Content is presentation of your information, right? How are you presenting your information? In the form of text, in the form of image,
Images,
in the form of video.
video.
It can be just voice also, right? Right. So now main thing for content marketing, you need to have knowledge, right? So if you are into your business, if you are into any business, you are the right person to speak about your product or service, right? You should start doing that. You should start speaking, especially who are into local business and services, consulting, trainings. They all should start speaking on the internet. You should start building your own audience group. And when, see, this plays a very prominent role. Sometimes this may not get more business, but when people have approached your references or through your Facebook, Instagram, or some other ad, but when they go and see your Facebook and Instagram page, your videos, the way how you are speaking, so they get influenced. The chances of they converting with you will be very high. The decision making will be easily enabled, enhanced, right? They'll quickly decide, okay, this is the trainer that I'm looking for, right? So content marketing is very important. We'll come back to that. We have a detailed discussion about the content marketing as well in the upcoming classes, right? Right, and branding activity will also help improve the crawl frequency. Correct? Is it boring for people here? Because we have discussed this already earlier. Correct? No, not boring.
No, no.
Just revision. Okay. So, branding activity. How is branding helping improve the crawl frequency? Can anybody explain? If you are doing a TV ad or radio ad, this will help improve your crawl frequency. Your SEO rankings also will improve. Can anybody explain technically or logically how is that happening?
They bring the traffic to your website.
No.
People searching about a particular product.
Yes. So now people will go to Google and start searching. So now if too many people are asking Google, Canva Digital, Canva Digital, Canva Digital, Google now feels it has a responsibility that okay, so many people are asking about Canva Digital, I have to stay up to date with it. And it goes in search of the content or website that is speaking about Canva Digital or consists the word Canva Digital. Clear? Okay. So today we'll discuss about the CTR. Crawl frequency is clear, right, for everyone? Right? So how to improve crawl frequency is clear. CTR. See now these metrics, crawl frequency, CTR and engagement which we are discussing, they are important across all channels, not just SEO, whether it is Google business listing or social media or any other kind of marketing, Google ads or any other kind of marketing, these terminologies go play a very crucial role. Not just terminologies, the implementations, what you do, it's universal, right? You understand all marketing channels in a better way when we understand these things. Okay, CTR, right? How do we improve CTR? Can anybody here explain me? How do you make somebody click your ad more number of times?
Giving some
Advertising.
discount.
Of course, you are advertising, but how do you make people to click more number of times?
Giving them offers, discount words.
Yes. Next, what else?
Promoting
Limited
in other
information.
channels.
Last chance.
Promoting it in other channels.
Promoting? No, 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 no. Okay.
Doing awareness.
Yes. So I'll just quickly walk you through this relevancy. So when it comes to Google, a person is searching for art classes near me, right? So you are showing top drawing classes. So technically we might think both are same. But a layman, a public who doesn't understand the differences, who doesn't understand both mean the same, they prefer to click something that contains this one. They look for something that contains exactly art classes only. Or let me put this in different way. Buy or buy shoes online. Men's footwear. Did I tell that I'm searching for men's footwear? I must be probably buying it for my wife. Correct? Buy shoes online, matlab they have to show only shoes. Why are they writing men? Now women who all see this will not click Flipkart. And this being the reason Flipkart has got less click through rates. And of course Flipkart will not move to the top now. Right? Either it has to be written something like this, buy shoes for men and women. Or simply buy shoes online. Why is negative thing buy shoes for men? Now women, so 60% of the searches for shoes will be by women. But he has written men. So straight away he is creating a friction or negativity for 60% of the population. Are you all getting this? 60% of the people will not prefer to click on this now. Because he has put upfront, he has put men's footwear. That is what I am telling relevancy here. Relevancy, show exactly what they are searching for. Decide the relevant keyword based on the intent or intention in search terms as compared to that of the web pages you are optimizing. Cover all the related variations around your page or product or service. You are searching for digital marketing training on Google. Now, as a digital marketing training institute, I'll focus on the terms like digital marketing training, digital marketing course, digital marketing classes, digital marketing institute. So my goal or objective is not to miss out on any searches. You have searched a training, somebody else will be searching classes and somebody else will be searching as institutes. So try to cover all those variations in your titles and descriptions. This is called as title, right? This is called as title. So now if you look at this, buy and online are the most commonly used words. That's why this guy has covered buy and online, and even this guy tried doing that, but he has created irrelevant thing. Buy and online, these are called as patterns. Try covering keyword variations or patterns. So if you look at this, buy online is covered by almost everybody, and who is not covering, they have lesser CTR, right? Right quality
So,
title, yeah.
even then, Flipkart, though he has not mentioned men and women, even then his ranking is second.
No,
I
no, no,
mean,
not second, not second. One, two, three, fourth position. Flipkart is ranking in fourth position. So though he has put negative, he is still ranking in the fourth position because of its brand credibility. It is something like this. If you and I do any mistake, government will put us in the lockup. But if a politician does this, there will be some excuse. Correct? So here for them, it's a brand advantage. Flipkart is one of the India's top brand, right? And the first brand as compared to the top other companies, Flipkart has that advantage. See, Amazon has written everything by men's, women's, and
correct,
kids.
that's what.
This is correct, but this is not ranking in the top probably for different reasons. CTR, they will have very good CTR, but they might have a lag either on the engagement or on the crawl frequency. Correct?
And what are these numbers, sir? I mean, 1925, this number 388, and then
This
there is
thing,
some log.
this number.
Huh.
This number is a traffic. How many people are visiting their website? This is coming because of one extension that I have installed. The extension name is Keyword Surfer. Even you all can have this. You will get an. You will be very curious, right, to know how many people are visiting your competitor. How much traffic? Keyword Surfer. SURFER. So you will be keen to know how many people are visiting your competitor's websites. Correct? So in those cases, you can install this Chrome extension called Keyword Surfer, right?
Automatically we can install, sir. I mean,
Browser, yes, it's a free version. You can install to your, you go to the settings of your browser and click on extensions, right? So where is extensions? So here extensions, visit Chrome Web Store there, or simply go to Google and search keyword surfer extension and click on it, and you will be able to install it for your browser, right? Right? Clear?
and what is it? 388 then, sir?
Where is 388?
It's
In
keyword
that
surfer.
Amazon.
Number of words in the page.
Okay.
Number of words in the
And then
page.
not
We are
saying
going to
something
learn
is
a lot of these tools and how they
It's
work.
a keyword surfer.
Keyword surfer is the extension name, and the number you see here is the total number of people visiting the website, and 388 is number of words on the page, right? 2283 is the number of words on the page. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then coming back, write quality titles and descriptions, no grammatical errors. See, people don't prefer to click if you are writing spelling mistakes and committing mistakes, right? It has to be of good quality. Follow the character count and write the titles and descriptions accordingly. So now Google mentions, suggests you to write it less than 70 characters. You cannot write story, a lengthy sentence. If you write it also, it gets truncated like this. See, dots. This will impact now people. See, you must have put very crucial information, but it has converted to dots. That crucial information, if people have seen it, everybody would have clicked on it. Let's assume that is 90% off. But that got truncated because they exceeded even by one character, exceeding by one characters, or having special characters like ampersand. See, now there is something called as ASCII value. For you, you think S is one character, correct? But yeah, S is one character, but ampersand also it looks like one character. But this must have taken 4 or 5 characters, the pixel values. The photo's length and width might look same always, but the pixel values will be very high. The clarity, higher the size pixel values, right? Same way here, special characters, ampersand, all of this will have higher pixel values. Higher pixel values is nothing but they occupy more space. For us, it's looking like one character ampersand, but this might have occupied in the background 4 characters. So we suggest avoid using special characters, right? So follow the character count and write titles and descriptions accordingly. Next point, understand how to use the delimiters in titles and descriptions. Delimiters are separators. We call them as pipelines. See, this is delimiter. Colon is a delimiter. Hyphen is a delimiter. Separating the sentences or words is a delimiter. And pipeline, there is something called as pipeline. I'll show you how the pipeline looks like. Pipeline is, this is pipeline. This is pipeline. This is called as pipeline. So now to separate the words, they are using these delimiters. Use delimiters like pipeline, colon, hyphen, but not the commas or semicolons. Commas or semicolons will take more spaces. Avoid using special characters such as semicolon, comma, apostrophe, and other symbols in the title. Instead, use pipeline, colon, hyphen. Right? So we will discuss this in detail, how to write the titles and descriptions, right? We'll have probably one complete class dedicated to just writing the titles and descriptions, right? When we start on page SEO. Okay. And last thing is implement schema or rich snippets and show positive information, right? Schema or rich snippets, I'll show it to you. See here, it's showing the star rating, or maybe I'll take a different example as MC training. These are all paid. I'm not speaking about paid. Yeah, organic. Look at this. Rich snippets. RICH. Rich. So you will have everything in this document very clearly with examples and screenshots. Okay. With examples and screenshots. Right. So rich snippet is nothing but a rich presentation given to the information. Correct? So your information is star rating 5 out of 5. How do you present if you have to write it on paper? 5/5, right? That is 5 out of 5, or 5 by 5, that is 5 out of 5. But here it is presenting it beautifully with yellow stars, 5 yellow stars. If it is 3 rating, it shows 3 rating, correct? The rich presentation of the information is called as rich snippets, right? Implement schema. Schema is a language used to communicate information to the search engines. Let's assume none of us here knows English. And if I have to communicate anything to you, I have to speak to you in the respective language, whatsoever it is, right? Same way, Google bot has a language to understand your website, right? So that is called as schema. So there is a language through which we communicate things to Google bots. Don't get confused. Don't think it's a technical or rocket science. It's all very easy. On the go, we are going to understand. By end of this course, you will emerge out to be as a super knowledgeable person in the whatever topics we are discussing. Okay. So we are communicating. We'll discuss that. We will have in-depth discussion about its schema, right? But for now, you just remember. See, for example, on Flipkart or Amazon or any website, you must have seen the information, right? Number of pages in a book. Let's take a book. Number of pages in a book is 500. You must have seen that number put 500. Number of pages 500, and the price INR 300, right? Now, as a real user, we all understand 500 are the number of pages and 300 as the price of the book. But search bots will not understand 300 as the price. They read 300 just as the number 300. They'll never understand 300 is the price of the book. And the number of pages you have mentioned 500, you all understand, we all understand now, real users will understand 500 is the number of pages. But search engines read 500 just as the number, they just remember it as a number, it doesn't mean anything to it. It is something like this, for you 500 rupees note is so valuable, and for our pet 500 is nothing, it can take it easily, correct? Correct? You will keep it so safely, and your pet or even maybe small baby will put it in the mouth, will tear it, correct? Same way for Google, it doesn't understand what 300 means or what 500 means. They just read it as a number. For a small toddler, sees the note as a piece of toy or a paper. Just some object to it. They don't even know it's a paper. Forget about currency. They don't even know it's a paper. Small baby, what it thinks? It's just a playing element or some toy or some object in the hand, right? Same way, 300 is some number for Google. Correct? Now, if I am able to understand it as a price, if I have to help Google also to understand that 300 is the price of the product, I'll have to communicate it in a language which Google bots understand. That is schema. We call it as schema code, right? So if you are using WordPress websites, you can implement all of this using the plugins. Go to the plugins and type schema plugin, and you will get the plugins, and you can implement the schemas. There are different kinds of schemas: product schema, event schema, rating schema, review schema, recipe schema. Schema is nothing but for the information we are wrapping that information. See, for kids, if you give the chocolate like that, they want it. Wrap it in a nice colorful paper and they will love it. Same way, if you're serving information just like that to Google, it will not understand. But the moment you wrap it in a language that they understand it. When the advantage is, why we have to make them understand is, if they are understanding, they are going to display it like this on Google search results, like this. Do you see that? Like this, or maybe like this. You see this? Events. This is like Book My Show or training dates, events. And it cannot be seen for all the websites until unless it's implemented. Now, the star ratings also you will not see for all the websites. See, is there rating for this? Ideally speaking, they might have it on their websites, but they haven't wrapped it with the schema, and hence Googlebot is not able to find it out or understand, and hence it is not displaying. Correct? If you are helping Googlebot to understand the information in the right way, it gives a rich presentation to it, and the outcome implementation is schema, and the outcome is rich snippets or rich results. Got it? By implementing schema, or where it is, by implementing schema or rich snippets and show positive information. See, sometimes you have implemented schema, but instead of 5 it is showing 1. Though you have implemented schema, though it is a rich snippet result outcome, people will not click on it because it is showing 1 star, right? So if you look for a good CTR, you have to implement schema with positive information, correct? And then implement a CTR trigger. What is the CTR trigger? In title, it is suggested to implement a CTR trigger in title. A CTR trigger in title. So what is a CTR? Any piece of information, a word or a text that triggers you to click on it, right? So if let's assume all of your students coming here for digital marketing training, college students. Now me putting 100% placement assured can become the triggering element. And now if all of your business owners coming here and me mentioning free consultation for the next 3 months could be a triggering element. Correct? Correct? Now if you are buying a laptop, let's assume the biggest pain point is service or warranty or guarantee, something like that. You mentioning 1 year free service, free warranty, free guarantee. See, any term that triggers you to click on it. The product, not product USP, basically that is solving your pain point. Students' pain point is placement. The moment it is written as 100% placement assured, the chances of they clicking on it will be very high. Correct? Got it? That is called as CTR trigger. Based on your business, you have to understand what is a CTR trigger. So some people simply put Indians are all price centric. They will simply put 70% off, and that's a universal thing. For everybody, it works out. Correct? Correct? So for pest control, maybe you putting 100 percentage. I don't know what is that you sell. You put it across to sell your product or service. See, if their expectation is price, you telling that price you get it at just 1,999 could help you to get the good CTR. Or their concern is not about the price. They are ready to invest another 1,000 rupees, but the main goal is children's safety, right? Animal safety, pet safety in the premises, odorless, right? That strong thing that can be a CTR trigger.
1+1 service fee.
See, CTR trigger can be anything that basically grabs attention of your user, makes them to click on it, right? That's solving the pain point. Basically, the pain point is placement, the pain point is odorless, that one point is pet and kids safety. It can be anything. Based on your business, you have to think what is that CTR trigger, right? Next thing is call out statements. You have to incorporate a call out statement in your titles and descriptions. This is title, correct? And this is description. We call this as meta description and we call this as meta title. And this one you cannot see it anywhere on this page. This will be in the head section of the HTML. You all know head section, right? Whatever you put in the body section will be shown on this page. But what you put in the head section will be an instruction to the browser or search engines, correct? Right? So this will be put in the head section, this one and this one.
So why is that meta title is coming for Google?
Which thing? Google.
No, because you said that that's a meta title. Meta is a Facebook.
No. Meta meaning is simply hidden.
Okay.
Meta meaning is simply hidden. Right? Mobile meaning is something that has got mobility, something that is moving. You might use that word for your mobile canteen. You might use that word for your mobile phone. You might use that word for mobile grocery or for something else, mobile pharmacy. That doesn't mean that you are selling mobile phones. Right? Meta is a word which means hidden. And this word can be adopted by Facebook, and tomorrow even you might use some for some other purpose. Meta. Instead of beta, you might use meta also. So I don't know. So meta title originally Facebook and all started using now meta and all. That term never existed. We are using this for the last 50-20 years. Meta. Right? This is in software developers use this word quite often. Meta information. Meta. Okay.
Meta ads.
Meta ads. That's what I'm telling you, madam. Mobile canteen, mobile library, mobile ambulance. Mobile word is there. That doesn't mean it's a mobile phone. Mobile meaning.
No, I'm saying a word there, meta ads.
Yes. That's how the discussion started. So Sabina madam also said the same. Meta ads, Facebook is why is meta showing here? This is her question. Right?
Okay.
It is not showing meta, it is showing title. And we call this title, we have given this title meta title because it's put in this is not shown anywhere on this page. It will be hidden. So for example, if I click on this, Salesforce Marketing Cloud Training, see, the title is actually number 1 Salesforce Marketing Cloud Training in Bangalore. Well, it is something like this. You have a Kirana store or supermarket and a big board spacing. You can put a very big board. You have put the board also, but you have kept only one dot there. You could have effectively used that space to pitch your superstore name and the various kinds of products available, and maybe if you have any offers, they would have written there, correct? So same way, Google has given the space which we can effectively utilize and write it with in a specific format which can grab the attention. Okay. So next is call out statement. I was telling call out statement. CTR trigger you all understood. Next is call out statement. What is call out statement? Call out statement is any statement that is helping the public to take the call. I have told everything to you. It's your call now, right? People use this word, right? Right. So what happens is usually with businesses, you must have seen two businesses. Or let's take this example. Your budget to buy a phone is 20,000 rupees. In 20,000 rupees, two brands are selling the phone. Almost everything same. Now you are confused which one you should buy. Correct? You are confused from which brand you have to buy. Correct? Now brand 2 comes and says you don't have to charge your phone for lifetime. This is what makes you to take the call now. Correct? You were confused earlier. You were assuming every day you have to charge the phone. But the moment brand 2 came and told you don't have to charge it for lifetime, you took a call to go and purchase brand 2 phone. Correct? Any statement or any piece of information that is helping you to take the call is a call out statement, which ideally can be the USP of your business. USP is unique selling proportion, right? People also call it as unique selling points, unique selling proportion, correct? Unique values of your business. Nobody is giving a phone with lifetime without charging, correct? Right? So nobody in the market must be offering pest control at some advantage. You can speak out that nobody must be giving art classes with free painting kits, and that you can use as a USP, or that can be a call out statement also, which helps them to decide, okay, I have to go with this people. Okay, you understood? So this all things will help you to improve the CTR.
That we have to put on meta title or meta description?
Meta description.
Okay.
Meta description. You can put it in the title also if your title permits it. But usually in title we put what user is searching for, the main keyword and CTR trigger. Okay. It's all clear what is the call out statement, CTR trigger, call out statement, and then comes use the brand value as well. Now we discussed sometime back regarding Flipkart. Though they had put negative statement by Mensho, their brand played such a prominent role, correct? Now few businesses, if their branding is very good, if they are a very good brand, they can mention the term in the title. Now at the last, few people will mention their brand name. I'll show it to you. So few people will, here you see enroll now, right? In this place, few people will put their brand name, their company name. Maybe for other kinds of businesses, I'll be able to. But there is no compulsion or there is no point of you mentioning your company name when you are not really a brand, when nobody knows about you. So people have understanding, everybody are using CTR trigger. Maybe somebody might have written their domain name in the title. That's the usage of branding in the title. Yeah, fastwas.in. See, nobody, have you ever heard of fastwas? No, right? So simply he's wasting this space. You could have actually put some other CTR trigger instead of this. Correct? Correct? Did you all get that? So avoid doing this. See, it's not that you have to avoid. You can use it. When your brand is well known to the public, this can play a role. This will become an eye-catching element which makes people to click on it. But if you are not at all a brand, there is no point of using the brand term in your title. Correct? So the point says branding will help improve CTR. Use your brand name in the title. Otherwise, consider using keyword variations, but not necessarily for all kinds of industries. For example, if you are purchasing a mobile phone, shoes, apparel, you might buy it only when it is from the well-known brands. You prefer to buy from Zebong, Myntra, Amazon, Flipkart. Correct? If I put Canra.com, you might not click on my website, even if I'm using brand word. Correct? Because you don't know. You will think, who is this Canra selling mobile phones or grocery or apparel? Correct? So in those situations, see, in such kinds of companies, FMCG, it all will help, but not with the other kinds of industries. When it comes to a service like digital marketing training, brand name will not play any kind of role. There is no point of using brand name in such industries. If it's a e-commerce well-known industries, you try projecting your brand name. For digital marketing, nobody thinks I have to take digital marketing from very well-known brand like Amazon, Flipkart. Correct? For grocery, e-commerce and all, people will think. For art classes, for pest control, nobody thinks, okay, I have to go with big brand. Mostly these kinds of services will be offered by smaller players or smaller brands. Correct? So in those scenarios, your brand usage will not play any kind of role. Right? The keyword positions and CTR are directly proportional or related. If the average position improves, the CTR will improve. You cannot expect people to click on your website by when your website is ranking in second page or third page of the Google. You must have written beautiful title, beautiful description with CTR triggers, with call out statements, with good grammar, following all the guidelines, but still people won't click you because you are on the third page of the Google. Correct? You have to improvise your rankings. To do that, you might have to improve your crawl frequency. Right? Implement call out statement in the description. We have discussed this already. Right? There is no point of discussing this again. Right? Did you all understand how to improve the CTR? Any questions? So now we are going to implement this. We are going to write this titles. We are going to implement. We are going to do the practicals. How to improve the CTR. How to improve the crawl frequency. How to improve the engagement. We are going to implement the activities on the website. We will be taking some websites and we'll start doing this. And I'll be giving the assignment as well for whomsoever they don't have websites or willing to work websites of this company. Yeah. Okay.
Do it,
Yes, yes, we'll do it. Once we are, see, I'm just waiting for once we are done with the engagement discussion, right? The next immediate thing is we'll start implementing the on-page SEO. From here, we will start doing everything at the desk. Maybe here in the class, I'll show it to you, and you can